Chapter 4.
Peter Parker called it a spidey sense. I'm not sure I have the same level of awareness as that web-slinging superhero, but one of the more useful benefits of my new abilities is that I can feel the thoughts and intentions of people around me. It's not quite as cool as mind reading, but I'm usually able to pick up more from a person than they believe they're giving away. And absolutely nothing about Chadwick Morin's intentions feel pure or noble. Even though his words purr out of him like a happy kitten just wanting to play, there's something dark hidden under every syllable he says. I can't quite put my finger on it, but somehow his words make my skin itch instead of soothing me like he intends. I don't want to be in this house, and I really don't want to be near this man. Something just feels off being in here. I've never felt so dirty being in a place that looks so clean. As soon as he shuts the door behind me, I make the decision to not go any further into the house. Standing in his kitchen and watching him smile at me, my skin goes from simply itching to a full-on crawling. Our conversation will happen right here.
So, what brings you round?
He begins before I cut him off. I don't want to listen to his smarmy chit-chat. Even if he's innocent of the crimes, he's still guilty of being off-putting and oddly creepy. Are you guilty? I ask while he's still trying to talk. I want to get straight to the point and see how he reacts when he's thrown off guard.
What?
He asks and blinks at me.
What did you say?
Even though I hear his words, it's his body I'm listening to. I want to see if his breathing or heartbeat betray what he says out loud. Flaring my nostrils, I inhale while he speaks and try to detect any micro changes in his pheromones. Do my questions bring about the sour bite of fear or the cloudy taste of annoyance? Is he afraid that I know something or just bothered that his innocence is being challenged again? Nothing. He doesn't react to my inquiries at all. His heartbeat remains steady, breathing is even, and his scent never wavers. I might as well have been asking him if he noticed the flowers on his way home from work for all the reaction I get from him. Flat, I say under my breath for Rin. I've learned that if I don't keep him updated, he tends to worry about me. He knows me well enough now to recognize what I'm trying to do, so he'll want to know what I learned. That one word is enough to keep him in the loop. In response, I hear my pocket click twice, which is his simple and effective way of giving me an affirmative. Time to step it up even more, I think, and step closer to Mr. Chadwick Morin so that barely a foot of space separates us. Drawing on the darkness that always lies within me, ready to be released, I funnel it into my voice and say, "Did you kill those girls?" Over the past year, ever since I willfully killed that drug kingpin, Mr. Black, that wicked well of blackness in my soul has become easier and easier to pull from. The more often I tap into it, the quicker it rises when I call on it. Pushing every bit of my will into those words, I press into his mind how much I want him to answer them. I need him to answer me. Also, I want to get out of this house. A bad case of the willies is beginning to tickle my spine. The deepness of my voice startles him, and I watch as his eyes widen. An unexpected effect of having the ability to hypnotize some people is that my voice takes on the tone of a 3-pack-a-day smoker on the tail end of a vendor. It's unpleasant for me to do and mentally taxing, but it can really save time during an interrogation. In response, he scrunches his eyes tightly closed and shakes his head back and forth like he's trying to get his bearings after being punched, which he kind of just was, at least mentally. My voice is like an uppercut to the cerebellum when I'm pushing my will. Few people can resist me when I desire a straight answer.
Now, why would a nice-looking girl like you ask me a question like that?
He asks through a tight grin and barely moving lips. I don't think he's happy with me. Time to try again. Are you responsible for their disappearance? I ask, and then pull as much of the darkness as I can up into me and repeat my previous question. Did you kill those girls? Pulling the darkness up so quickly is a stress on my system, and I can feel my body's blood hunger kicking in a desire to refuel itself. I do my best to squash the hunger down in an attempt to prevent it from distracting me. I need to focus right now. Waiting on him to answer me, I just stare into his eyes and watch his reaction. No, it's more like staring at his eyes due to his being squinted shut and mine currently hidden behind sunglasses to protect him from the harsh indoor lighting, but the intent is there. But there's very little of one. His breathing increases dramatically, and his heart rate increases to the point that I start to imagine as somewhere in the range of a three-legged squirrel on meth doing wind sprints down a hallway filled with cats. That can't be healthy. 30 seconds go by without either of us saying a word. As I listen to his vitals slowly come back to normal levels, he smiles wickedly at me and cracks both eyes open to slits. He resisted me, I think in wonderment. I came at him with nearly all my strength, and he just shrugged it off. That's certainly an ominous start to the encounter.
I think the problem we have,
he begins saying, and I notice the accent is completely gone,
is that you are essentially asking me two different questions, and those two questions have opposing answers.
He pauses for a moment to breathe, loudly, before continuing.
And that confusion gave me a chance to fight whatever it was you just tried to do to me.
He opens his eyes the rest of the way and smiles that creepily charming grin. It's an oxymoron, I know, but this guy is a walking ball of oxymoron, or irony, or something.
By the way,
he continues,
what was that you were doing to me? It hurt.
He stops talking again to roll out his shoulders and gently massage his temples.
A lot. I think I owe you for that.
This isn't going well, I think. Time to open the floodgates. Taking his advice, I focus on just one of the two questions I asked previously and bring it to the front of my mind. Not holding anything back this time, I pour all of the darkness I can find into my next words, knowing that I won't be able to hold back the hunger tonight because of it. I will have to feed very soon. And I ask just one question. Did you kill those girls? The exertion of controlling that much raw energy is exhausting, and it leaves me spent and panting. Looking back on the day's events, I'm thinking that coming in here on a nearly empty stomach might have been a bad idea. But I didn't want to have to waste time hunting down prey while it was still partly light out. Plus, I didn't have to work that hard with this guy. Chadwick was supposed to be an open and shut case. Hindsight reaches up its dirty little hand and slaps me for that one. Oops. Focusing my attention on the tall blonde in front of me, I wait to see if my latest effort garners any different results.